Okay, today's lip is brought to you by Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Liner, MAC. This is their satin, their cream sheen in Modesty. Beautiful taupey mauve. And it's gorgeous with a little bit of Finding Ferdinand Cafe Niçoise in. Hey y'all, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some new makeup releases. I have yet again saved a little folder of stuff from Instagram and I want to just talk about it. Some of it's already been released, some of it's not yet released, some of it is re-releases, and we're just going to dig into it. So let me go to the end and work forward. I am using Trend Mood and Point Click Vibes for my information and for my images. Need to give credit where credit is due. So Too Faced, you know what? I have not the best relationship with Too Faced. They are a brand that has outlived their usefulness in my personal makeup using life. I still have problems with Jared Blandino, who's now the former owner, founder of the brand. His sister's really toxic. Like, I don't want toxicity and brands that harbor toxicity in my makeup using life. But I really like this release. I like the idea of it. I really like that cool toned palette. It's beautiful. Am I going to buy it? No. But I think it's really pretty. The warm toned, I feel like you can find this at the drugstore. This feels like a Maybelline palette that was released a long time ago. That being said, how much are these? They're coming soon. So I don't know how much these are. They're any more than $25. They're not worth it. But I do like this pared down, smaller release. I think it's what people are asking for these days. You know, we don't need a 35 pan palette to create an eye look, but I like this release. I think it's actually kind of nice. Speaking of drugstore, these are primers from CoverGirl. CoverGirl, again, is just a brand I don't mess with. I have had a couple of their products. I had a powder of theirs that was a really beautiful bronzer shade. I finished it and it's been out of my collection ever since then. These are unique textures and benefits can be mixed and matched to treat and enhance your unique complexion. So these are, it appears, 6 different primers. So if you want a primer that has grip and blur to it, then you buy their sticky primer as well as the cashmere or the velvet. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I like the idea of being able to mix and match your primers, but I don't feel like we need 6 of them. I feel like that's a lot. One of the glowy primer has a lighter version and a deeper version. Nicely done. Oh, $10. Okay. Does it say how much you get? So one of these looks like you get 0.81 fluid ounces. So for $10, you get not even a full ounce. I guess that's comparable to other drugstore primers out there, if not less expensive. I can't tell you how many primers I have purchased and then decided don't work for me. See my Project Pan video from earlier this week. I like the concept. I don't necessarily like the way that they executed it. This, another cool toned palette that is beautiful, is this new one from Makeup by Mario. a modern take on 90s neutrals. Each shade strikes the perfect balance between warm and cool to create timeless looks. 12 creamy buildable shades. It's $50. It's an all matte palette for $50. I feel like given Mario's Makeup by Mario's quality, I like this release. I really do. I love the idea of being able to buy a palette that's all matte, knowing that I have the shimmers I want, or being able to seek out singles that are going to complete the look. I like it. I think it's going to be really good for makeup artists. So I like it. This, I am, this release from Kaja, I am just shaking my head. I don't know. They're blushes. Dewy Bar Blush and Lip Balm. So it's a 2-in-1. I find that products that are advertised as lip and cheek tend to work better for either lip or cheek. So available March 12th. Says a hydrating cheek and lip balm multi-stick that melts to create the perfect flushed and dewy look. Lightweight, buildable, formulated with skin nourishing fruit oils. Helps strengthen your skin's barrier and moisturizes your skin and lips. I don't know. They've got an image. I'll share it, obviously. They've got a photograph of a model whose blush is like right down here. And to me, it just looks like she's been crying. It just looks like her under eyes are inflamed. And it's got just the slightest wash of color on her lips. I don't think they're necessary. These were, for some reason, these are striking a chord. They are bringing to mind the milk jelly sticks that were just released that are like a stain and they're very sheer. This feels very that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't need it. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't want it. YSL, they have a new lipstick. The Love Shine Lip Oil Stick. I am a fan of the Candy Glaze. What else do I have over here? I have another one of their lip products, but they're nice. They're hydrating. They're rich in color. They're expensive though. They're expensive. So this is the lipstick to oil hybrid formulated with fig pulp and 6 nurturing oils for a creamy buildable finish in 15 shades. I don't not like it, but I don't know that I love it either. The shades are gorgeous. I feel like one of the things that high-end makeup brands do really well is color. They know how to get a dialed in color that is going to be unique and that you might not be able to find elsewhere in a formula like that. It's pretty. Obviously, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna wait for reviews and maybe not. We'll see. Okay, moving on. Urban Decay. We haven't seen or heard much from Urban Decay in a while. The last thing I remember Urban Decay pushing were those 4 pans of their Moondust eyeshadows. But this is a new foundation. Let's see here. 40 shades. We're going to talk about the shades. Foundation, serum, and setting powder all in one. That's a pretty big claim. That's a pretty big claim. This is the Face Bond Waterproof Liquid Foundation. I don't like the name. I really don't like the name. All right. Buildable, medium coverage. Does it say it's also your SPF? It shouldn't be. No cosmetic product that contains SPF actually contains enough SPF to be the daily dose that you need. So you always need to wear SPF under your makeup. I don't know if this has SPF or not, but I'm just hedging my bets. So, foundation, serum, and setting powder all in one. Protect, buildable, medium coverage with natural finish. 3% niacinamide. Setting powder, ingress absorbs sweat and oil. Ingress. Ensuring that lasts up to 24 hours. Okay, Urban Decay. Point click vibes. We need to edit. We need to edit for grammar and spelling because this doesn't make any sense. Lasts up to 24 hours, sweat and waterproof, patented precision dropper. This says coming soon, and I do not see a price on it. Again, if I had to guess, knowing Urban Decay, I'd say it's anywhere between $38 and $45. The shade range, however, the shade range. We need to talk about it. It says it's 40 shades. That is admirable. However, I could probably get away with that entire bottom row. I could probably wear. And then the medium row, yeah. What we need to look at are these deep shades. So we have a row of like light into medium, but the deep shades, yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 deep shades out of a 40 shade range. When you've got more than 10 in that light to neutral zone, I really want to see somebody with very dark skin review this, because I can't speak to whether or not it's going to be dark enough to cover the darkest skin. But it's a conversation that we need to keep having and pushing brands to be as inclusive as possible, going from the very, very light all the way to the very deep, but also crossing all the midtones. So warm and cool, but we also need to be looking at olive. We need to be looking at people who have more peach and more yellow tones. I'm not impressed with this shade range. I'm not. Do I think the product's going to be good? I don't know. Urban Decay is pretty well known for their complexion ranges, but I'm not in love with it, and it's not something I want to spend my money on. Moving along. Haus Labs, in the dark of night, discontinued their blushes. And then several weeks later, surprise, new blushes. I feel like they pulled a Huda Beauty, what was that palette? It was the one that she discontinued and then several weeks later brought out in like redesigned packaging. I cannot remember what that palette was called. Let's find out. Rose Gold palette. Yeah, it was initially in this like clear case and it just didn't look or feel luxe. So she discontinued it and made a big deal of the palette being discontinued just to bring it back in different packaging. Now, these Haus Labs blushes are $32. Their other blushes were $38, but these have been shrunk. These are now half the amount of products. I believe their old formula was 11 grams and these are 5, which I don't hate. I really don't. I like the idea of a smaller blush because we're in this world where more consumers than makeup artists are purchasing cosmetics, and things should be finishable. You should be able to finish every ounce of product that you purchase. And I felt that those blushes they were too big. They're also in redesigned packaging. They have the color on the outside, which as a color person, I love. I also really like that she's brought out some nudes. The initial shade range that House Labs brought out was so bright, so pigmented, that for someone who just wanted a natural blush in that formula, it was nearly impossible to find. I like that she's got some we've got a burnt peach. I'm not much of a peach wearer, but you add a burned element to it. You add some depth and some grunge and some beigey tones, and I am all in. We also have French Rosette, which is it's a warm brown. It's a rosy brown. Every blush range should have a shade like that. I'm excited. I might actually buy one of these. If I do, it will probably be the burned peach, because I have so much of the rosy brown. I think I'm gonna step outside my comfort zone a little bit with these. Oh, more luxury makeup, this time from Guerlain. This is the Kiss Kiss Honeybee Glow Lip Oil. Honey-infused tinted lip oil, light reflecting vegetal oils form a film on the surface of the lips to seal in hydration while creating dimensional shine. They're $40 each. I like the shades. I like the clear translucent pink all the way down to a berry tone. It will work on a variety of skin tones, but it's very expensive. And I have other lip oils. The e.l.f. lip oil, I love this stuff. It's fantastic. I don't need a $40 lip oil from Guerlain. Milk makeup. Oh, Milk makeup is at it again. I swear, the longer Milk goes as a brand, the more kitsch and gimmick we are getting from them. And I'm just not here for it. I'm really not. So this is a Cloud Glow Foam Primer. Skincare makeup hybrid that's geared toward no makeup looks, enhances, moisturizes an even skin tone, allows your natural glow to shine, applies clear, then creates a breathable and smooth base formulated with sativas and apricot extract. Really? 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 Like, we've seen foam primers, and from what I have seen in the beauty space, I have seen those products reviewed. They don't do well. They don't do well. And I am not willing to spend my money on this gimmick. I'm just not. I'm not even to try it. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I don't know why. I don't know what is going on with Milk Makeup. They need someone to come in and completely overhaul the brand. Like that really needs to be their next step, because they're putting out these products that just, they're like air. They're like, okay, poof, it disappears. And it just leaves garbage behind, and I don't like it. This release, I jump to judgment because I go with my gut instinct, and I may be wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. From NYX, when I first saw the post, I was intrigued, and then I read that these are supposed to be bronzers. They look like blushes. These are the NYX Cosmetics Butter Melt Bronzer. Doesn't say whether it's a powder or a like creamed powder infused with mango butter, shea butter, almond butter. Melts into skin, delivering a buttered up bronze finish. All shades sold out right away. If you are somebody who is olive skin toned and are looking for a fair bronzer, this might be a really good way to go because these are going to read more red and brown than they are pink on somebody with an olive complexion. I wish they weren't as pink. I really do. All I see are blushes. I see some really ruddy, beautiful blushes, but they're all pink. Someone in the comments said, I bet the formula is bomb, but why are they so pink? Yeah, they look like a blush range. They're beautiful. I am not going to deny that, but I don't understand why they're all pink and red. Yeah, I'm willing to bet these are really beautiful on people with deeper skin. They actually have demos with models with deep skin and they look really beautiful. But on the lighter skin, they look like blush. They look like blush. I don't know. Maybe if I can get my hands on one of these, I'll try it because they're only $10. I'll check with my local Ulta, which is like the only place I know that carries NYX anymore. Okay, we have seen the new Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette, and I am enchanted. I really am. I love this. I want to get my hands and my fingers in this, but I know that for me, a product like this is just, it's not words that I want is, it's not practical. It's gorgeous packaging. Oh my God, that purple and the inside is absolutely stunning. But it's just not practical for me unless it's like the only palette I'm going to have that has these tones. And I have these tones in eyeshadows, I have them in blushes. Would I like to have them all in one palette in one place in two different formulas? I would, but it's just not a practical purchase. It's gorgeous, and I'm sure that people who buy it are going to love it, but it's just not practical for me. So, talking myself out of it and moving on. Okay, so I noticed a trend here. I spotted a trend. Trend spotting is not something I'm good at. Oh, Gucci Gucci. Gucci is releasing a compact of cushion foundation. I love a cushion foundation. I am still salty that Wet n Wild discontinued my favorite cushion foundation. I am still bumhurt over that, and I'm never gonna forgive them. It's just it's gonna be something I resent them for the rest of time. But this one is very high end. So let's see. The Cushion de Beauté foundation, a vintage floral scent accord of peony, freesia, citrus, and musky notes. $51 each, 12 shades. The first thing I object to is the fragrance. Why are we fragrancing foundations? Like, fragrance is one thing that should not go on your face. And peony and freesia, oh, no, no. I am not a white florals kind of person, and the idea of opening my cushion foundation and getting hit with that scent, oh no. It turns the stomach of my brain and I don't like it. However, the packaging is beautiful. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous compact. And I do really like that it's refillable. They don't mention selling refills. I'm sure they do. 12 shades. And actually, this is a really good split. You've got 3 light, including a very light. You've then got mediums, dark medium, and deep. And I like it. I like the split of the shades. I think they could have done better if they expanded it to a 15 or 18 shade range, but I don't hate this. I don't like the fragrance, and it's $51, which given the price of Gucci makeup strikes me as not that much. It strikes me as reasonably priced for luxury. So I don't hate it as much as other luxury foundations and luxury releases, and even stuff in this grouping of products. I don't dislike it. I just don't want the fragrance. If it wasn't for the fragrance, I might actually consider getting this because I love a cushion foundation. Moving right along. Okay, so this I believe is a new brand. I have not. So this is available in Target. It's a new brand all the way from Australia called Naked Sundays. As if Sunday Riley, and then what's the other brand? There's something Sunday. There's too many brands with day names in them, and they're all confusing. Like, my brain can only hold so much, and this is too much. All right, so all the way from Australia, Naked Sundays is now at Target with 2 products. They have an SPF 50 water gel serum. So it's a clear and invisible SPF. Okay. It's a base gel serum with no silicones. Combines the lightness of a gel with the hydration of a cream, semi-matte finish, skin-loving ingredients, hyaluronic acid, kakadu plum, vitamin E, and vitamin C. Okay. It is an SPF that markets itself as an SPF / skincare product. I have no complaints about this. You're going to use enough to adequately hydrate your skin as well as protect it from the sun. SPF 50 Cabana Creme Hydrating Sunscreen Moisturizer. These are both $20. So within the span of, drugstore up through like prestige indie brands, it's reasonably priced. Lightweight daily moisturizing face sunscreen features powerful SPF 50 plus, broad spectrum filters from Australia. The important thing to remember about this is Australia is where the hole in the ozone layer is. So their SPF needs to be stronger, which means that if you're getting SPF from an Australian brand, you're going to be getting more protection, assuming they haven't watered down that SPF because all they need to do is meet American standards. I would be interested to see how this measures up to other SPFs in the American market. Blends in seamlessly and invisibly into skin with a dewy plus glow finish, leaving zero white for all skin tones and types. Skin-loving formula, protects against free radicals. Damn those free radicals. And protects and increases moisture to give you healthy protected glow. Okay, so this is an SPF that markets itself as an SPF. It looks like they do have shades, just judging from this image, but it's not advertising itself as like a skin tint with an SPF. No, they're advertising themselves as an SPF, meaning that you need to use enough to completely protect and cover your skin. I'm intrigued by this. I like it. I like that they're saying, hey, we're an SPF first and a skincare product, and then we do stuff to add to the finish of your skin. I like it. Why did I save this? MAC has released an entire collection around their iconic Velvet Teddy lipstick. I have had Velvet Teddy and it's beautiful. Might even consider buying another tube of it because it was a gorgeous lipstick. I just wish it was available in something besides their matte formula. This collection is called the Teddy Forever collection for all Velvet Teddy lovers. It includes a Teddy Takeover eye and face palette in a light and a deep. We love that. Retro matte lipstick and internal Teddy, Luster Glass lipstick in Ready Teddy. That's caught my attention. A lip gloss in Teddy's Powell. I'm sorry, Teddy's Pal. Locked Kiss ink in Bonded. I don't know what the Locked Kiss ink. It sounds like a matte liquid lipstick. A lip pencil in Deeply Teddy. Color Excess gel liner in dark brown. Fix Plus Stayover. Are they released? Is there a new Fix Plus being released with this? The MAC Stack mascara in Black Stack. I swear, I feel like I'm reading a Dr. Seuss book. Brushstroke liner in black, Prep and Prime lip. Okay. Coming soon on their websites and retailers. I'm excited about the lip products. I really am. MAC is well known for their lip products. They just reformulated their matte lipsticks. And according to Kat from Kitchnitch, the new ones are no different, if not slightly better than the old ones. I am not a matte lipstick wearer. I prefer a satin or a gloss. I don't like a matte lipstick. They're too drying. They're not my jam anymore. And now I know not to buy them. The lip gloss, I've heard good things about their lip glosses. And they've got a luster glass lipstick, which sounds like it's something that's going to be balmy and shiny. Sign me up, Mac. Polite Society. Oy. So Polite Society is owned by Jared Blandino. It's the new brand that he created after leaving Too Faced. This feels like a overpriced kids makeup. Feels like overpriced children's makeup. So revealed new dewdrop with a polite pop to your cheeks and a polite pout of juiciness to your lips. I hate the marketing. I hate it. I hate it. Ugh. It just makes me nauseous. Polite Pop innovative powder in a stick formula. The powder blush stick is $28. Blurring with a soft matte formula combines effortless rich color and blendability of a cream with the look and feel of a powder in 6 not at all surprising shades. They're not. I am not blown away by the shades, but let's look at this other product. So the Polite Pout Glossy Balm. How much are the powder blush stick is $28. And the Glossy Balm Plush Hydrating Vegan Lip Balm immediately soothes and quenches dry lips while adding glossy shine. You can get the same thing for half the price and not support Jared Blandino. It comes in 5 shades. I guess it's fine, but I'm not going to buy it. I saved this mostly because the bottle is so beautiful, but it's not. A new fragrance to the Flower family from Kenzo. This is a fragrance. The new Blooming Sunshine Bouquet Mimosa Absolute. At the heart of the fragrance offers a unique velvety and floral expressions. Top notes are kumquat, heart notes, golden sesame, and mimosa absolute. Hinoki wood accord is the base note. It sounds really nice. And the bottle, oh my goodness, this bottle is really beautiful. It's really beautiful. If I have the opportunity to smell this, I will. Because it doesn't, it looks like it's going to be all white floral, and it's not, which is really surprising. So I am intrigued. It's a lovely bottle. It sounds nice. I don't like verbally talking about perfume because it's something you have to experience for yourself. Oh, this is another cushion. I knew I had another one. All right. Valentino Beauty is making a cushion foundation. This packaging is lovely. It's this bright emerald green. The marketing is, oh, it's beautiful. I want to live inside these marketing images. The compact cushion foundation with a creamy formula for medium to buildable coverage. I don't ever believe that any cushion foundation is going to be buildable past medium, but I'm a little jaded. So take my commentary with a grain of salt. Coming soon to their website. We don't know how much it is, and it doesn't say how many shades. I love the packaging. I really like the marketing images. I like that it's not advertising a fragrance. That's great, although it's probably going to have some kind of luxury fragrance. I've never tried anything from Valentino, but I know that like Chanel, Gucci, they all put in their signature fragrance. I love this compact. It's so pretty, and it's going to get, well, depending on how whoever owns it uses it, it's going to get really dirty. But it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Okay, what do we got? Maybelline is releasing liquid blushes. Okay. Liquid blushes have been taking over the prestige and luxury market. We've also had some from other drugstore brands that have been not great. I'm talking to you, Flower Beauty. Not great liquid blushes. I hope these are better than that. Easy to use liquid blush that provides a natural sun-kissed glow. Formula blends seamlessly with all skin tones and leaves skin feeling breathable and moisturized. Feels light on skin and looks fresh up to 20-hour wear. I don't ever believe that a liquid blush is going to last me 20 hours because I have dry skin. And if it's not powdered, my face is going to eat it. All right, easy application, large wand applicator, vegan, coming in 6 shades. It is in the same packaging as their lifter glosses, which is like, if they just had a ton of that packaging left, they're like, we already made it, let's use it for our blushes. That's great. But I have a feeling if you're somebody who carries your makeup in a little bag, you're going to be reaching for this for your lips. The shade range is interesting. We've got a couple warm toasty browns. We've got a berry. We've got a very bubblegum pink. We've then got a peach and more of like a tawny peach. I'm interested. Drugstore makeup is something that has interested me for a very long time. It's where I cut my teeth. And I always have extra bucks. So if it's a drugstore release, chances are I'm more willing to try it. These are pretty though. Yeah, I'm interested. Guerlain, we have more releases from Guerlain. They are re-releasing their meteorites. Does anybody buy these besides like old ladies? Does anybody buy and use these? Because they just look like they would be a mess. Looks like I would spill them all over the floor and my cats would play with them and then they'd have like colored powder all over their faces. But they're releasing the meteorites in 4 shades. Yay for inclusivity. They are releasing a kabuki brush, and I have to say, the palette that they're releasing, this little 4-pan, this little quad is so pretty. It's gorgeous. It is just, someone commented about the meteorites. These would be all over my floor and in my dog's stomach in like 0.2 seconds. Yes, queen. Oh my god. But they are also releasing a quad, the Ombre G quad eyeshadow palette, and the Kiss Kiss Be Glow in a new pink shade. There we go. But that quad has me enchanted. Am I gonna buy it? Probably not. Am I gonna dupe it? Yes. Yes, I am. It's gorgeous. Victoria Beckham in her eye crayons is releasing 3 new shades. We have Ballet, a shimmery warm pink, Cornflower, a matte sky blue, and Shroom, a shimmering storm gray. I would be interested in trying Shroom as an eyeliner, and I have heard that these are beautiful. I have a piece or two of Victoria Beckham Beauty, and it's really nice. The formulations on her products are beautiful, but these are not something that I would get a lot of use out of. They're beautiful colors. I like that she's doing something a little different with that sky blue. You know, ballet core is kind of a thing, so that shimmery pink will slide right in there. And then for the cool tone bees who want something more taupey, Shroom is gorgeous. And I know that the rest of her line is just as beautiful. Apparently they're already out. We then have Tatcha has revamped their silk mineral sunscreen. Nice. $62? Tatcha, what the? You don't need to spend $62 on a Tatcha sunscreen to get good skincare and sun protection. You just don't. Oh, weightless SPF 50 mineral sunscreen for enhanced protection against visible signs of premature aging while rapidly hydrating and evening this. Is that evening? The look of tone over time, new packaged and easily packaging and easier to use applicator. Launching March 18th, but it's $62. Sunscreen is something that you cannot use in small bits. If you are using a sunscreen, you are going to use a fair amount of it at one time. So you're going to go through it quickly. What's the point of buying a $62 sunscreen when you can get products that do very much this at a much more affordable price? No. Tatcha, you are not impressing me, and I am, no, off with its head. All right, Adept Cosmetics. I have tried to like Adept Cosmetics. I really have. I've tried to like their formulas, and I just don't. I just don't. However, this new palette that they are releasing is gorgeous. And that's why I saved it to talk about it. 15 shades with mattes, shimmers, and duochromes. Adept is a small indie brand, so this is $79 for 15 shades. That is pricey in anybody's book, but when you think about it, and you can probably buy these shades in singles. I know that if I were to buy this, I would not be reaching for that royal blue. I would not be reaching for either of the yellows. I don't wear a lot of like super bright colorful eyeshadow anymore. So this just isn't practical for me, but it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I want to just cover myself in this beautiful, shiny, glycerin? Yeah. These are a very smooth, almost glass-like consistency. Adept's formula is really interesting. I don't get on with it very well, but it is a beautiful palette. This is called the Cyborg Choir Palette, which is just a really cool name. I like it. Launching March 15th at 10 a.m. Central Time. And there is a 10% off code on Point Click Vibes post. I like the palette. I'm not going to buy it, but it's beautiful. And I believe this is the last thing. Elf is, let me see, did they actually reformulate, or are they just releasing new shades? So Elf is releasing 4 new shades of their primer infused matte blush and their primer infused matte bronzer. Cool. I have tried this formula and I don't like it. I find it kind of stampy, but I'm always up for an increased shade range. I'm always up for making colors that people want, that are going to look good on a variety of skin tones, that you're going to be able to multitask with. I like it. And they're $7 each. So this is very budget friendly. I'm not going to say affordable. I'm going to say it's budget friendly. And that, friends, is everything. That is everything that I saved over the last week to talk about. Let me know what you think of these new makeup releases. I am overall, some of this stuff I'm very impressed with it. Some of it I want to yeet straight into the sun, but that's the way it is with any grouping of new makeup releases. Some of it I'm going to like, some of it I'm just going to roll my eyes at, and some of it I'm going to actively hate. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you thought down below. Let me know what you think, what you thought, what you thunk, all of that stuff. I hope you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of each other, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, friends. Cats. I think they're better than you. Cats. And it's probably true. They think they're better than you.